Yamaha today announced the new R7, theoretically a replacement for the outgoing R6. The new Supersport should be launching at the end of this year and will sell for $9,000 US. Today I'll be going over the announced specs and talking about where I think this new bike fits into the evolving world of sport bikes. Let's go. So, the new R7. The name alone should give you a clue as to what this is. That's right, it's the MT-07 power plant put into a fully fared sport bike. What that means is you've got the same 689cc parallel twin that powers Yamaha's best-selling bike, but with a sportier look and ergonomics. The bike has been making its way around the rumor mill for the last few months, but it's finally been announced. It seems the increasing stringency of Euro 5 emissions is killing off the inline 4 middleweight class bit by bit. Only the CBR 650 and the Ninja ZX6R remain, and one really wonders how much longer Kawasaki plans to keep the venerable Ninja around for when they're pushing their 400 and 650 twins pretty hard. The R7 name has, of course, been used before. The original R7 was produced in 1999 as a homologation special, designed for use in World Superbike and the Suzuka 8-hour endurance races. The R7 was a 750cc inline 4 beast of a bike, costing a whopping $32,000 US back in 1999, and came kitted out with full Olin suspension, a Delta Box aluminum frame, and was capable of making 162 horsepower when fitted with the race kit. The original R7 nearly propelled Japanese superstar racer Noriyuki Haga to the 2000 World Superbike title before he was forced to miss the last round due to testing positive for a banned substance. A continuation of the R7 legend, this new bike is not. Let's talk about the new R7 then. It's the same steel tube frame as the MT-07, the same 74 horsepower output, and an extra 4 pounds over the 2021 MT-07. The wheelbase of the R7 is slightly shorter than that of the MT, 1395mm compared to 1400, and the seat height is a few centimeters shorter. You would imagine that the R7 will be a little bit more flickable than the MT, but considering it's longer and just as heavy as the outgoing R6, those looking for a true supersport feel may be better off looking for remaining R6 stock at their local dealers. On the bright side, the R7 does get the addition of upside-down forks, though reports are conflicting as to just how adjustable this new suspension will be. Looks-wise, I think the R7 is just alright. Certainly a downgrade from the outgoing R6. The spherical center headlight mounted inside the air duct looks god-awful and is ripped seemingly straight from the MT line. If this is the motif that Yamaha has chosen to tie its bikes together, I can't imagine why. The two position lights either side of the central headlight look much cooler, and it's a shame that they couldn't have gone with just these. The side profile and rear tail section don't look too different than the R6, which certainly isn't a bad thing. Overall, I do like the bike, but I'm not sure why they needed to tie it to the MT line so directly. I understand the idea of building a Yamaha brand identity, but I don't think there's anything wrong with letting each bike stand on its own with a unique design. I think the real problem with the R7 is where it stands in the market. Specs obviously aren't everything, but let's do a little paper napkin comparison here. Who are Yamaha trying to compete with this new R7? Presumably it's the huge range of middleweight sports bikes that have come up over the past few years to replace the supersport class that dominated from the late 90s to the early 2010s. So you've got the CBR 650, the Ninja 650, the Aprilia RS 660, and the new Triumph Trident perhaps? When compared to that fantastic crop of bikes, I see no reason to go for the Yamaha other than blind brand loyalty. Let's say you're a cheap bastard like me. The R7 comes in at a cool $9,000 US. For a full $1,400 less, you could leave the dealership with a Kawasaki Ninja 650. Sure, you're making less power than the R7, but the Ninja 650 is a very streetable bike, looks good, and comes with a similar capacity, torquey parallel twin. Plus, you'd have a spare $1,400 to put towards gear or bike upgrades. I used to have a 2007 Ninja 650 and really liked the bike. It's not necessarily anything special, but it's a fantastic middleweight and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Conversely, let's say you've got money to burn. then the Aprilia RS660 smokes the R7 in nearly every facet. A full suite of electronics and rider aids, fully adjustable suspension, over 25 more horses and the same amount of torque, plus 10 pounds of weight savings over the R7. Yes, all of that will cost you $2,300 US more than the R7, but I think there's a good value for the money there, and it would certainly cost a bit just to upgrade the suspension on the R7 to match the Aprilia. For those who appreciate more top-end pull, the CBR 650 has the advantage of being the only inline 4 left in the class, and the SV 650, while no longer available fully fared, should put down similar power to the R7, offers the tractability of a V-twin, and costs nearly $2,000 less than the R7. That leaves plenty of money to upgrade the suspension or pop a wicked pipe onto your new SV. Whatever way you slice it, I just don't see how the R7 sets itself apart in the existing new bike market. Early shots and videos seem to show it having the most sporty ergos of the class, but A, the market seems like it's moving away from that, with street comfort playing a bigger role even in fully fared bikes, and B, anyone looking for an incredibly sporty middleweight track bike would probably just pick up a year or two old R6 for around the same price as a brand new R7. So, what do you think? Do you like the new R7? Would you buy one? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.